Hello again. Assuming you went through the previous videos of this series, you now know the main purpose of a school garden, where your mind should be actually focused at, and what's the success criteria of your school garden, which you need to communicate with your champions at your school, usually your higher administrative staff, the people who you report to, and the other people in your community. And when everybody is on the same page about what's expected from you, then you're ready to receive the tools that will get you to success. And I will start sharing them in this video, and I'll share more in the upcoming videos. But I have to warn you, there is no way I can share my entire system with all of the details here for free. My intention, though, is to give you a good head start, as well as at the end, paid options to dig deeper into the system. This is a heads up way ahead of time, so that if you need to talk to your school or, for example, anybody else, support you when time comes to enroll in the program, should you choose to join, then you have the chance to start talking to people right about now. I don't want you to get surprised or disappointed. This always happens whenever I have a deadline for my enrollment into my courses and clubs. I get many emails after the deadline saying that they wish they knew way ahead of time so they could figure the money out. But again, my intention is to give you everything that you need to get you started, so that if money was an issue, you can get started. Okay? All right. Let's get started on the different components of my system. This system is called DCP School Gardening. This is a system that my own staff of teachers use when they go to the local schools to run our programs. It's the same system I teach to teachers in my live workshops, online classes, courses, everywhere. This is the system that has proven to work 100% of the time if closely followed. Okay, it has very clear components: D as for design, C as for curriculum, and P as for planning. And it also has very clear bright lines. And I'll give you the bright line number 1 right now. Okay, here it is. Adults don't touch a school garden during a school year. Adults include parents, teachers, building facilitators, managers, caretakers, whatever you call them, all administrative staff, or anyone else who's an adult in your community. Summer is a different story and a topic of a different day, but during school year, all work is done by the students and only the students. 3 reasons for this bright line. Number 1, the purpose of a school garden is to teach students how to grow food, and they will only learn if they do it. Number 2, the physical work of a garden is not supposed to fall on your shoulders. You have enough on your plate already. Number 3, a school garden system that relies on any adult to survive is a fragile one, because if for whatever the reason those adults don't get to do it, the system collapses. What's your role as a teacher? Is to teach, to coordinate, to facilitate, assign tasks, and supervise your students. That means, for example, one of these days when you're getting out to go home at the end of the day, you notice the garden hasn't been watered that day and it's dry for whatever the reason. What you're going to do is to shake off the itch, sorry for the language, and do not water it. You're not allowed to touch it. It's not going to be easy, but it's necessary, because what you actually need to do instead, is to follow up the next day on what happened. What happened in that system that you set up? The schedule, the assignments, the supervision, so that it doesn't happen again. This sounds so obvious, but this is one of the most difficult bright lines to follow for most of my teachers, because they are very caring about the garden and they just can't pass by a garden that's dry. And that's just one example of all the things that you should not be doing. Okay? So remember, the first time that you give in, you teach all the wrong lessons to everybody, which lets them to slip their shoulders right out of under the responsibilities, and you will be on your way to not succeeding. Hope this resonates. I'll see you soon.